And guys, sorry for the length of this video. We just got really into making cookies. Bye!
Hello people of Earth, and welcome back to Cookies and Cream. So, I've been wondering, what if I based one of my videos off of my name, Cookies and Cream? Well, today we'll be focusing on the cookies part. I'm going to teach you how to make some Halloween cookies, because Halloween is coming up. We're in the kitchen, and this is my mom.
Hello, we're going to make some Halloween chocolate chip cookies today.
Yes.
All right.
Introduce the ingredients, Mom.
All right, so here we've got 2/3 cup softened butter, and we are using salted butter, which becomes important later on. 1 cup each of brown sugar and white sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2/3 cup of regular cooking oil, 2 eggs, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half teaspoon of regular table salt. Now, if you are using unsalted butter, you'll want to up your salt just a little bit. But since we have salted butter, we're only using half teaspoon of salt. Similarly, we are at high altitude. We are at about 5,000 feet here, which means it's easier for our cookies to rise in the oven than it would be if we were at sea level. So if you are at a lower altitude, you're going to need to use more baking soda than we're using. At high altitude, we're only going to use half a teaspoon. But if you're at low altitude, you'll need to use a little bit more. Up to maybe a full teaspoon, but I wouldn't go higher than that. And then this is 3 1/4 cups regular all-purpose flour, and this is about 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips.
And then, to give it an extra Halloween flair, we have some orange food coloring.
Yep, we're going to color these cookies orange and have black chocolate chips in them, and that should make them look kind of Halloween-y.
Yep.
All right, are you ready, hon?
Yep. Now filling.
All right. So Ellie's going to begin by adding the butter into a regular stand mixer with a paddle attachment, and then she's going to add the sugar in on top of that, both kinds. And raise the mixer and turn it on low and let the butter and the sugar mix together until it's nice and creamy. And this will take a couple of minutes.
After that, it should look like something
so the
like
butter
that.
and the sugar are mixed together, and it doesn't look very fluffy right now because there's not quite as much fat in there as a lot of recipes call for. And that's because we're using half butter and half cooking oil. We haven't put the cooking oil in yet. But when we do that right now and mix it in, then it's going to get very light and fluffy. Okay, you ready?
Wait, let me get around here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So that was 2/3 cup cookies. So that's with the oil in, and it's been mixing for a minute or so, and you can see it looks a lot more light and fluffy than it did before. So now we're going to add the rest of the wet ingredients, which is the 2 teaspoons of the vanilla and our 2 eggs, and these are at room temperature. We've run them under some hot water until they warmed up a little bit from the fridge. And we'll mix that together. So this looks like it's pretty well incorporated with the vanilla and the eggs, but here's something to know about these stand mixers. If you dig down in here, you're going to find a little pocket of things that are not mixed in very well.
Do you like the vanilla? No.
So it's important to scrape your bowl a little bit about now and make sure that you get that pocket lifted up and mixed in with the rest of the batter.
Okay.
All right, Ellie.
Add the food coloring.
This is an oil-based food coloring. That's probably plenty. Ready? Should we see how that looks?
Sure. Okay.
All right, the siblings agreed that this should be more orange, so we're putting in a little bit more, actually a lot more.
Okay.
Orange food color. Okay, turn it on.
We think this
you feel
is
pretty good about that?
Yeah.
I think that looks good. All right, so now we're going to take the flour and whisk the baking soda and the salt into the flour so that it gets evenly distributed throughout the batter. So I'm just going to stir this together a little bit. And then we'll add about half of this flour right now. Okay, here it comes.
So only about half.
Only about half. Then we'll mix that in.
So it's mixed for a while.
You can see that it's not completely mixed in, and that's all right, because I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to dig down in here again and get the bottom layer up so that it doesn't get left behind down there. Okay. And then when you've disturbed that pocket of batter, you want to stir your chocolate chips in with the rest of your flour.
It looks kind of like a mountain covered in snow.
It does. Okay, and then put all of this in together.
Try not to do that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Still, really.
Still.
Okay, then that's it. Mix it all up.
Because we added more food coloring, we're just putting in a little bit more flour.
That food coloring added quite a bit of liquid, so I think I just have a gut feeling we should balance it out with a little more flour.
We have removed the bowl from the mixer.
And I'm just going to do a couple more stirs with the spatula to make sure that all of the goopy batter from the bottom of the bowl gets folded in here. I think that looks really good. Okay, you ready to scoop?
Yep.
Okay, so this is our scooper.
And realistically, it looks orange and not as yellow as it looks in the video.
So this is the scooper, and what you do is kind of mount it up about like that and put it there. And on this tray, we're going to go 4 across and 5 down, and we'll show you when it's all done.
Okay, so we've got them all laid out now.
And we've got the oven preheated to 375 degrees. Got that?
Yep.
And these are going to go into the oven for about 12 minutes. We've made this recipe hundreds of times.
Except without the orange food coloring.
And so we know that in our oven and at our altitude, 12 minutes is perfect for the way we like our cookies. But your oven might be a little bit different, and your altitude will affect the way they turn out as well. So you'll have to experiment a little bit before you figure out the very optimal time for cooking.
We suggest very small batches until you get the right temperature.
Right.
So these cookies just came out of the oven. There's another batch getting ready there. There's some in there. Cookies. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my video about how to make Halloween chocolate chip cookies. I imagine it was pretty boring for you, but if you didn't know how to make chocolate chip cookies from scratch, then there you go. Of course, the food coloring is always optional. Bye!
Anyways, guys, thanks for making it to the end of this video. Please like my video and subscribe. Subscriddle means subscribe, because this is my second video. Bye!